Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome back to UCCU Ballpark here on the campus of Utah Valley University for our final game of the day, Day 3 at the 2024 UHSAA 5A State Baseball Championship Tournament, as we bring you the conclusion of Bracket 1 in our nightcap tonight, as the top-seeded Brighton Bengals look to punch their ticket to the 5A title game as they take on the Springville Red Devils here to wrap things up on a Wednesday night. A pleasant Wednesday night to you all. Matt Coma joining you here inside the box as we get set for this game between Brighton and Springville. Brighton, of course, the #1 overall seed, has cruised through the first 2 rounds of bracket play to get to this point. They can clinch their spot in the championship series with a win tonight. Maple Mountain was awaiting the winner after a come-from-behind victory against Salem Hills in the last game. They'll be awaiting the winner of this series as we're down to the final 3 teams. Brighton can punch their ticket tonight. Springville needs a win tonight and then can punch their ticket tomorrow with an if-necessary game, as the Red Devils will need to extend it out to one more game to try and punch their ticket to that championship round. As we take a look at the lineups for tonight's contest, Springville is the road team for this contest. They'll be in the all-red uniforms. They'll be batting first. Looking at the lineup, batting order for Springville, batting first and playing shortstop will be number 17, RJ Briggs. Batting second and playing center field, number 11, Easton Barrett. Batting third and playing third base is number 8, Junior Lavaki. Batting fourth and playing right field is number 4, Reed Deedy. Batting fifth and playing first base will be number 22, Ashton Tate. Batting sixth and playing catcher, number 3, Mason DeLamas. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 2, Caden Tingy. Batting eighth and pitching today will be number 7, Braxton Hughes. And batting ninth, playing left field, number 25, Easton Van Sickle. Defensive lineup for the Brighton Bengals. Starting pitcher for the Bengals tonight will be Miles Layton, as Layton comes into tonight's contest. 10 appearances, 6-1 win-loss record with a 3.53 ERA. The junior also has 53 strikeouts, 24 walks, 47 hits, and 45 2/3 innings in the regular season. As he'll look to get the Brighton Bengals into the championship series with a win tonight. Rest of the defensive lineup for Brighton looks like this, going from left to right. Along the infield, playing third will be number 24, Riley Brown. Playing short with number 9, Jack Saba. Over at second base, number 13, Brax Biesinger. And then over at first is number 22, Josh Mowini. Behind the dish is number 35, Cooper Johnson. And then out in the outfield, left field, number 23, Cooper Scott. Number 25, Easton Fry is out in center. And number 7, Case Bemis is out in right. Just a couple of minutes away from the start of this one. It's our final game here of bracket play. Potentially the final game of bracket play. If Springville wins, we'll play one more tomorrow. Brighton wins, we'll have our championship set, as the Bengals trying to do something no one's done in the RPI era here in the UHSAA baseball, 5A baseball tournament. The 1 seed has never made it to the championship round since the UHSAA went to the RPI 4 years ago. The Bengals trying to buck that trend. We were talking in the other game, the 2 seed's been the hot ticket. The last 2 champions were the 2 seeds. Timpanogos and Lehigh, your past 2 state champions, both 2 seeds. Maple Mountain, the 3rd straight 2 seed to make it to the championship round. As The Bengals trying to punch their ticket as well. So we're here at UCCU Ballpark, and mentioned on the campus of the UVU Wolverines, playing in the stadium normally operated by the Wolverines today, as you can see by the Wolverine logo out in center field. Dimensions of the ballpark today look like this. The short porch out and left is the hot target. We've seen 3 home runs already today, 1 from Salem Hills and 2 from Maple Mountain. Just 3:05 to get over that short corner out and left. Farthest part of the course, or farthest part of the park, is in left center at 427. 408 feet out to dead center field. Right center is 388. And then another short corner in right, it's only 312 to the right field post. As we're getting set to get underway here. Leading off for the Springville Red Devils will be number 17, the shortstop R.J. Briggs. Mentioned Springville needed to beat Orem earlier today to get into this next game of the bracket, as the first pitch of the game is low for ball 1. So we're underway for our final game here on day 3. Getting closer to that championship game as Briggs fouls this one off. 1-1 now the count. Briggs 0 for 4 in that earlier game against Springville, or excuse me, against Orem. That ball just misses outside. 2-1 now the count. Now the 2-1 pitch. That's in there for strike 2. Mentioned Layton. That pitch, that one flared out to left. That's down for a base hit, and a good start once again for Springville. They get a base hit on the first batter of the game. That will bring up the center fielder, number 11, Easton Barrett. Easton Barrett 0 for 2 against Orem earlier today. I was going to say before the base hit there, Layton's pitch misses for ball 1. Layton with 53 strikeouts on the season. That's 3rd most for any pitcher for Brighton this season. It's been a banner year for the Bengals. Coming into today's contest, 26-3 overall. That ball's low, 2-0 the count. Trying to do something they haven't done in the 20th century, which is make it to the title, even to the title game in baseball. Their last championship was back in 1991. 2-0 pitch, swung on a foul back to the screen. Counts with 2-1. Last finals appearance for Brighton was back in 1997. So, a lot of the teams still left in the bracket haven't tasted glory yet. So Brighton hasn't done it, as that's a strike into the knees, 2-2. Brighton hasn't done it in almost 35 years, 33 years to be exact. Maple Mountain, who's the only other team standing on the other side, they haven't won a state championship in their history, as that's down the line and foul. We're reset, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Springville, last time they made the championship game was back in 2010. Last state title was a 4A championship for the Red Devils back in 2003. So it's been a minute since the 3 teams remaining in this field have hoisted the trophy. No one out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Tried to catch the runner at first. No good, but that's the first strikeout of the evening for Miles Layton. One away here in the top of the first. Now we'll see the third baseman, Junior Lavaki. Lavaki had a great game against Orem this morning. That first pitch is outside, ball one. Went 3 for 4 in that game against the Tigers. That's popped up high into right field. Racing under it is Bemis, and he's got it for out number 2. So that'll bring up the 4-hole hitter, the right fielder, Reed Deedy. Deedy 1 for 3 against Orem earlier today. Also earned a walk in that game as that one's fouled.
I just wanted an update on the
Counts
baby.
0-1.
Haley's been talking to her more than I
Runner
have.
was going over at first base. That's Briggs on first base for Springville.
Where she went.
Still settling in here, top of the first. 2 away, 1 on here for Springville. Layton set to deliver. Checks at first base. Sliding back in is Briggs. Ready for the 0-1 pitch. That one popped out to right and out of play. Foul ball. Counts now 0-2. 14 pitches so far for Miles Layton. The Bengals will look to manage their pitch counts today to make sure everyone's ready to go for the championship, as that's popped up in the right. Bemis tracking it and's got it for out number 3, and that'll do it. As the Bengals get the shutout start in the top of the first, we'll head to the bottom of the first, see if the Bengals can do anything on offense when we come back. Welcome back, and ready for the bottom of the first, as we'll see the Springville defense for the first time today. Mentioned the defensive lineup for Springville. We'll go over it once more here as we get ready to go. Starting pitcher Braxton Hughes will be on the mound for the Red Devils in today's contest. Braxton Hughes, 11 appearances in the regular season, a 4.10 ERA. 23 strikeouts on the season. Rest of the defense looks like this. Behind the plate, number 3, Mason Delamas. Rest of the infield, Junior Lavaki at third, RJ Briggs at short, Caden Tingy at second, and Ashton Tate over at first. Outfield from left to right, Easton Van Sickle is out in left field. Easton Barrett out in center, and then Reed Deedy is out in right. So we'll see Braxton Hughes for the first time today. Hughes saw a third of an inning of work earlier today, picked up 1 hit, gave up 1 run, and earned 1 strikeout on just 5 pitches. As we are ready to start at the bottom of the first. First up, Jack Saba swinging on the first pitch, gloved by Lavaki across the diamond for the first out on the first pitch of the game. On Brighton's side, good play by Lavaki. He will snag that one and get it across for the first out. That will bring up the right fielder, Case Bemis. He's busy in that top of the first, had 2 pop outs over to his side of the field. First pitch for Hughes, right back up the middle, swinging on the first pitch both times, and there's the first base hit for the Bengals. As Case Bemis with a single up the middle. One runner on here for Brighton. So aggressive start here for Brighton. Both the first two batters swinging on the first pitch. That'll bring up the third baseman, number 24, Riley Brown. That pitch is low and outside, ball one. Riley Brown. Last time out against Orem yesterday went 1 for 3. Or excuse me, 2 for 3, 1 run. Had 2 RBIs as well for the junior. 1 ball, no strikes here. 1 out in the bottom of the first. Hughes, low and outside, ball 2. For the 2-0 pitch. Hughes delivers. That's outside as well, ball 3. That one in for a strike, counts 3-1. Riley Brown, .395 average in the regular season for the Bengals. 37 runs batted in. Also 9 home runs, that's the big one. As that one's popped up. Foul territory on the right-hand side, and it'll just get out of play on the top of the dugout. That'll make it full 3-2. Riley Brown's 9 home runs leads the team in that stat category. The only other person close is Easton Fry, who we'll see later on in the lineup. Fry batting 6th today for Brighton. As mentioned, we've seen 3 home runs already today. Wouldn't be surprised to see another out to left, as that pitch is inside, ball 4. Now runners on first and second here early for Brighton. First walk issued today. That'll bring out number 13, the second baseman, Brax Biesinger. Pacers .274 batting average on the season. 20 runs batted in, 1 home run. That first pitch is outside, ball 1. Two runners on for the Bengals. Hughes set to deliver. That one outside, 2-0. Brax Biesinger, last time out against Orem, 1 for 4. Also tallied an RBI, as we're going to have our first meeting here early on. Springville Red Devils, led by head coach Briggs. As meeting over, we'll get back underway. Bottom of the first, 2 on for the Bengals, 1 out. Biesinger with a 2-0 count here. Hughes set to deliver. And the 2-0. That one slapped towards short, gathered by Briggs. Over to second, throw to first, not in time. Get the runner at second. on the double play opportunity, but Biesinger able to grind it out for the fielder's choice. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the first, but runners on the corners. That'll bring up Cooper Scott, the left fielder, up to the plate now for Brighton. First pitch just misses outside, ball 1. Cooper Scott batting .340 this season. 33 RBIs. As that pitch is outside again, 2-0. Common theme so far here in this first inning. First couple pitches have been outside. 5 home runs for Cooper Scott this season. That's the 2-0. Outside again, 3-0. Bengals trying to flex their muscle here early. 1 runner in scoring position with 2 away here. Now with a 3-0 count. Hughes ready. 3-0. That one swung on, popped high over shallow right. Getting to it is Tinging, and he'll glove it for the final out. So the Red Devils flirt with disaster there for a little bit, but able to get out unscathed. We're scoreless through 1 inning. Second inning's coming up next here on ready to start at the top of the second. No score here between Springville and Brighton. Matt Como with you guys. Glad you guys could join us for our final game of the night. Trying to find who will take on Maple Mountain in the 5A Championship Series. Gets underway on Friday afternoon. Brighton moves on with a win tonight. Springville needs a win to force an if-necessary game back here tomorrow at 7 o'clock here at UCCU Ballpark. Reminder that the 5A UHSAA baseball tournament on KSL Sports Rewind is brought to you by Igloo Outfitters. Worry no more about rain, snow, or freezing temps with an Igloo by Igloo Outfitters. Visit iglooOutfitters.com and enter the code REWIND for $20 off your next order. That's Igloo Outfitters, IGLU. Never miss the moments. See the 5, 6, 7 hitters this time for Springville. Ashton Tate playing third tonight. Swings at the first pitch and finds one into the gap. That'll get down for extra bases. As Tate on his horse, he'll stop for a stand-up double. Ashton Tate able to send one into the gap and left. And Springville with a good start to the second inning. Mentioned Tate pitched most of the elimination game against Orem earlier today. Also at the plate was 2 for 2, or 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Ashton Tate. So now we'll see the catcher, Mason DeLamas. First pitch for him. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. DeLamas 1 for 1 with a walk and 2 RBIs earlier today. 0-1 pitch, bunted down by DeLamas. Layton has to come out, throw to first, unable to corral it. Was Malini, and he saved at first. Now runners on the corners for the Red Devils. That'll be an error on the Bengals. See who they attribute the error to. If it's E1 or E3. While we wait for that, we'll see number 2, the second baseman, Caden Tingey. It'll be E1. Credit the error to the pitcher on that throw to first. So Runners on the corners now for Springville, looking to do some damage here. Running the squeeze play. Play at home. Didn't apply the tag. A little squeeze action for Springville here early, and they're on the board first. Tingy lays down the bunt, gets to first. Scores the run, so an RBI single for Tingy. Now runners on first and second. So the Red Devils get on the board first. That pitch well outside for ball one. Delamas at second. One 1-0 pitch. That one catches the outside corner for strike one. Tingy at first after the bunt single there. And it's Braxton Hughes now at the plate. 2 for 3 this earlier today as that one's chopped foul. 1-2 now to the count. Hughes with 2 RBIs in the game as well earlier today. We mentioned Springville jumped out to that 6-0 lead in the first inning this morning. Had to hold on. That pitch is outside 2-2. Held on to the rally from Orem. Orem tied it at 7 in the top of the 6th. Springville loaded the bases in the bottom of the 6th, scored twice, and held on for the 9-7 win. Looking to get another win tonight, keep the season alive. 2-2 pitch, caught him looking, strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Miles Layton. And there's one away here in the top of the second. Up next, the 9-hole hitter, left fielder, number 25, Easton Van Sickle. 1 for 3 this morning. That pitch is just outside, 1-0. Van Sickle with 2 RBIs as well this morning in that game against Orem. Runners on first and second. 1 out. 1-0 pitch. Both runners going. Throw to third, and a great throw from Johnson. Gets the runner at third. Runner from first advances to second. But now 2 away here. As Delamas got caught stealing there. Great throw by the catcher, Cooper Johnson. 1-1 the count. 2 gone now with a runner on second. That pitch just misses outside. 2-1. Late, ready to deliver. 2-1 pitch is outside, and once again, John's going to test Johnson's arm. That one throw just a little late. As Tingy able to leg it out to third after the drop ball. So runner on third with 2 away, counts 3-1. Now here for Van Sickle. Late and ready. That one popped foul. Reset with a full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Just misses outside. That's ball 4. Van Sickle, I don't think, realized that was ball 4. Finally made his way over to first. That'll be the first walk issued by Miles Layton today. And we flip back up to the top of the order. R.J. Briggs singled his first time up. Runners on the corners with 2 out. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Ready for the 0-1 pitch. That one outside for ball 1. R.J. Briggs, 264 batting average in the regular season, 15 RBIs. And bring one home here as he swings and misses, strike 2. Bengals trying to get out of the jam. 1-2 pitch, runner going as that's chopped as short. Saba over to first in time, and that'll do it. For the top of the second inning, the Red Devils get one across. As they take the early lead, they lead 1-0, heading to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back after these words. 1 run, 1 hit, 2 left on base with 1 error. In the top of the second, Springville with a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of our second inning. Bengals able to get some runners aboard in that first inning. See if they can get the bats going to answer the run here in the second. See the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Leading off will be Easton Fry. We talked about him in the last inning. The second most home runs on this Brighton team. Get ready to go for the bottom of the second.
Be right back.
Only 1 home run so far for Brighton. In bracket play is that one by Fry, slapped to short, across the diamond, just in time for out number 1. Good throw there at short by Briggs for the first out. Mentioned the 1 home run for Brighton in the tournament. Jack Saba did it against Cyprus in round 1. As we'll see the first baseman up next. Or excuse me, the catcher, Cooper Johnson's up first. You'll see Josh Mawhinney up next in the on-deck circle. Pitch in there for a strike, going too quickly. Here to Cooper Johnson. Now the 0-2. That one slapped towards first. Getting on his tape, over to Hughes for the second out. Now we'll see the first baseman, Josh Mawhinney, wearing number 22 today. .292 batting average on the regular season. 5 RBIs. And his first pitch is the ball, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch is in there, strike 1. Two outs here in the bottom of the second. 1-1 pitch. Just misses the corner, 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. At inside, ball 3. That one hit up the middle, over his Briggs, and quickly over to first to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Springville as they hold on to that 1-0 lead. To the top of the third we go. Springville and Brighton here in the Bracket 1 final. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back. Getting ready to start at the top of the third. Reminder that KSL Sports Rewind's coverage of the 2024 UHSAA Spring Championships continues on Friday with a boys lacrosse championship triple header. At 2 p.m., the 6A title game will be decided over at Zions Bank Stadium out in Harriman, followed by the 4A championship. That's at 5 o'clock. Then in the nightcap, it'll be the 5A championship. That game will start at 8 p.m. Again, our coverage starts at 2 o'clock on Friday right here on your home for high school sports and the UHSAA Spring Championships, KSL Sports Rewind and KSLSports.com. As we get ready to start inning number 3, be the 2-3-4 batters for Springville in the top of the third. We'll see Easton Barrett up first, struck out in his first plate appearance. Showing bunt there, taking it for ball 1. Mentioned the boys lacrosse games. The 6A, almost all of them are set now. 6A championship will be Corner Canyon against Davis. This pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. The 5A title game will be the Brighton Bengals looking for a lacrosse state championship. They'll take on Park City in the 5A game. That ball's inside. 2-1. 4A bracket's almost set as Judge Memorial beat Green Canyon earlier today. Get into the 4A title game. That's in there for a strike, 2-2. They'll await the winner of Ridgeline and Skyview. That game coming up in about 10 minutes over on one of our other streams on KSLSports.com. Check that out. That one's outside, 3-2. That pitch outside, and that'll be a walk for Easton Barrett. Second walk of the game for Miles Layton. And once again, for the third straight inning, Springville gets the first runner on. Now we'll see Junior Lavaki now at the plate. Popped out to right last time out. Tries the bunt down the right hand side. That one foul out of play. 0-1. All the games on the softball side are done today as well for 5A and 6A. We'll talk about those in just a second as Layton checks the guy at first. That one swung on and missed, strike 2. 0-2 now here for Lavaki. That one slapped to left and through for a base hit. Racing for third is Barrett, sliding over there. Did he get it? No, safe, they rule at third. Heads up running by the Red Devils as Lavaki gets to second. Just beat the tag at third. Some close plays here early on today. So runners on second and third. There'll be a single for Lavaki. Now two runners in scoring position as Reed Deedy up to the plate. That one in for a strike, 0-1. Deedy flew out to right last time up. Looking to bring home some insurance runs here for Springville. Up 1-0 already, looking to add to it. So Layton steps off. 45 pitches so far for Miles Layton through 2 innings. That one swung on and missed. Strike 2. Layton looking for his 3rd strikeout of the contest. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 3rd strikeout for Miles Layton. And a big one for the Bengals as they get the first out. That'll bring up the first baseman, Ashton Tate. Had the double in the gap back in the 2nd inning. Later came in for that one and only run so far. As Layton delivers, that one off the handle. Oh, excellent catch in the stands off of the roof here on the left-hand side. Gets the crowd up and cheering here early on. 0-1 the count. That caused a little bit of buzz so far here. That one down and in. Ball 1. Largest crowd of the day so far for this one between Brighton and Springville. Fans sticking around from the other games. And the Brighton and Springville fans making their way down here. That one high. Counts 2-1. Ashton Tate at the dish. 2-1 pitch. That one popped high in the air in foul territory. Ooh, almost a little bit of confusion. And it's Brown that makes the catch at 3rd. Almost ran into Johnson there in that foul territory play, but it's the 2nd out. That'll bring up Mason DeLamas, who reached on error on that bunt attempt back in the 2nd. First pitch for him, just misses outside, ball 1. Runners still on 2nd and 3rd, 2 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Layton ready. A pitch catches the outside corner, strike 1. Layton set. The 1-1. That's chopped towards short. Able to charge it is Saba over to first. Gets it in time to retire the side. Just the one hit for Springville in the top of the 3rd. Left 2 runners on base. As we head to the bottom of the 3rd, still 1-0 here in our nightcap on day 3. Bottom of the 3rd inning, 1-0 still the score. Springville ahead of Brighton, trying to force an if necessary game tomorrow. Again, game will be at 7 o'clock tomorrow if the Red Devils can pick up the win today. If not, we'll be back here on Friday afternoon, 4 o'clock on Friday for Game 1 of the finals. If Brighton wins tonight, it'll be Brighton and Maple Mountain in the championship series, best of 3. It's the 4th season of this bracket-style tournament. As we're getting ready to go, first pitch is popped high into center field. Waiting for it was Barrett, right in the heart of that UVU logo. Catches it for the first out. As that was Cody Smith, the designated hitter. And now the top of the lineup back up for Brighton. It'll be Jack Saba. Second time up. Grounded out to third back in the first inning. First pitch is outside, ball one. Now Hughes. And Saba connects with one to left. Tracking it is Van Sickle, and he's got it for out number two. So 2 flyouts here for the Bengals. As that's now 5 straight batters retired for Braxton Hughes. That pitch just misses outside for ball one. Now the 1-0. That one inside, almost caught Case Bemis. On the inside, stays 2-0. Bemis second time up, singled in his first at bat. Here's the 2-0. Inside there for a strike, 2-1. Two balls, one strike. And here's Hughes. That one slapped out to center. Tracking it is Barrett, and he's got it for another 1-2-3 inning. All ground outs in the second, all pop outs in the third. As we head to the fourth inning, still 1-0 game. Springville on top. Welcome back. 1-0 still the score as we head to the top of the fourth inning. Reminder that today's game is brought to you by Heinemann and Associates. They're a flat rate law firm that is completely focused on you. Get a free consultation by calling 801-472-7742 or go to utah.law to find an office nearest you. That's Heinemann and Associates, proud sponsor of KSL Sports Rewind. Miles Layton and the Brighton defense back out for inning number 4. Layton so far 54 pitches in the contest. Has about 5 more pitches before he'll have to miss 2 days. So he would only be available for Saturday's games 2 and 3 after the next couple of pitches. As we're ready to go, it's the 7, 8, 9 hitters here for Springville. Caden Tingey's up first and hits the first one right up the middle for a base hit. And for the 4th consecutive inning, the Red Devils get the first runner on in the first batter. That's 2 for 2 for Tingey today. He reached on an infield bunt back in the first. That one bumped attempt by Braxton Hughes, the pitcher. And that fouled off the screen. 0-1. Some of the Maple Mountain players right in front of us watching this game, doing a little scouting. That one's bunted foul. 0-2 now the count. Tingey still at first. Got all the way to third back in the second inning. Speedy threat for the Red Devils. Layton gets ready. 0-2 pitch. That one fouled off again. And the bunt foul with 2 strikes. That'll be an out for Braxton Hughes. So 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Counted as the 4th strikeout for Miles Layton. As now Easton Van Sickle, the 9-hole hitter, takes ball 1. Now the 1-0. Hit high down the line and right. Tracking it is Bemis. Over, almost able to reach over into the bullpen over there to make the grab, but stays foul, 1-1. Bemis took a little bit of a shot into that fence over there. Looks to be okay. One and one the count, 1 out, runner on first here for Springville. Layton ready to deliver. The 1-1 swung on a miss for strike 2. Van Sickle reached on a walk in his last appearance. Now facing a 1-2 count. Layton set. 1-2 pitch, a little high, evens the count at 2. Two and two the count for Van Sickle. Here's the pitch, outside, ball 3. Count is full now. Layton now up to 63 pitches. To get set for the payoff pitch here. Runner goes. That one's hit hard to left and through for a base hit. Stopping at second is Caden Tiggy, and runners on first and second. Base hit for Easton Van Sickle. Here with 1 away in the 4th. Just found its way through. As now we'll rotate back to the top of the order. R.J. Briggs, 3rd plate appearance. Single in the 1st, ground out to 3rd in the 2nd. The first pitch is outside for ball 1. Good snag there by Johnson. Avoids the pass ball. One 1-0 pitch. Right down the heart and swung on and missed for strike 1. Defensive battle here between these two. Red Devils trying to open it up. 1-1 count. That one check swing. Holds up for the ball. 2-1. 2 on, 1 out. Layton ready for the 2-1 pitch. That's hit hard to short. Quickly over to second for 1. Over to first, double play. 6-4-3 in the stat sheet. Gets the Bengals out of the jam. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Still a 1-0 ball game. Brighton looking to answer here coming up next. Bottom of the 4th we go. Still 1-0. Lone run, the only thing we've seen so far. Springville 1 run on 5 hits so far. Brighton just the 1 hit. Back in that first inning so far for what's been an explosive Brighton offense. 17 runs in the first 2 games combined for the Bengals. As Springville, 2 hits in that last inning, but the double play ends the inning with 1 runner left on base. The Red Devils doing a good job of getting base runners, but unable to bring anybody home. As Brighton will look to break the trend here. 6 straight retired for Braxton Hughes. As we'll see the heart of the order here for Brighton, the 3, 4, 5 hitters. Riley Brown starts it off. First pitch is high for ball 1. A 1-0 pitch from Hughes. That one also just a little high, ball 2. Brown thought about it for half a second there. The power threat here for Brighton. At 2-0, and he gets a hold of that one high to the gap. Reaching over is Barrett. Makes it there in plenty of time. That one got a lot of airtime. Off the bat, looked like it had a chance at it, but wind blowing slightly in from right field. Probably knocked that one down a little bit. So that's now 7 straight retired here for Braxton Hughes. Brax Biesinger. Oh, nice little bunt up the third base side. Unable to get it is Lawaki. And that's should be an infield single for the second baseman. And it is. They'll rule it a single. Just the second one of the game for Brighton, and they have a runner on first with 1 away here in the 4th. That snaps the streak for Hughes. Ends at 7 straight batters retired. The first pitch is outside, 1-0. Hughes checks the runner, now ready for the 1-0 pitch. Now 1, it gets the outside corner, evens the count at 1. Braxton Hughes, 37 pitches so far. Through 3 1/3. Now the 1-1. Just outside and high. Brings the count to 2-1. Now the 2-1. That one hit foul out to right. Evens the count again, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. They'll check the runner over at first. Able to get back is Biesinger. A little reset here. Final game of the day here in the 5A bracket. 6A bracket's doing the same. Final game is going on over at BYU. It's the 2-2 pitch, fouled out of play. Mountain Ridge beating Corner Canyon earlier today to force an if-necessary game tomorrow over at BYU. My game's at 4:30. You'll be able to see it here on KSLSports.com. Mountain Ridge, 2 wins today. Had to beat Fremont in the elimination game and then beat Corner Canyon to force that if-necessary game. 2-2 shot over to second. No play at second base, so throw to first. And they'll collect the out, number 2. So that'll bring up the other power hitter for Brighton, number 25, Easton Fry. Grounded out to short last time. A runner on second. Trying to even up the game here. Runner on second with 2 outs. That one outside for strike 1. Catches that outside corner. Other game that's going on in the 6A bracket, Lehigh and Riverton going on right now over on our other stream at BYU. Riverton needs to win that one to force an if necessary game tomorrow. Hughes delivers. That one just missed, 1-1. Riverton beating the defending champs out of American Fork, the top seed out before the Final Four. Lost to Lehigh yesterday. As the 1-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Off-speed pitch. Had Fry ahead of it. Hughes ready to deliver. That one inside, ball 2. Two-two pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And that'll end the inning. First strikeout of the game for Braxton Hughes is the Bengals leave a runner on second. Just the one hit, no runs, no errors. One left on base as we move up to the top of the 5th. Still a 1-0 ball game here on KSL. The top half of the 5th inning. Reminder that KSL Sports Rewind's coverage of the 2024 UHSAA Spring Championships continues on Thursday with a championship tripleheader in boys soccer. At 10 a.m., we'll kick things off with the 4A title game as the 2021 champs from Ridgeline take on Murray. Then at 1, Wasatch looks for its second straight title as they take on Roy in the 5A title game. Then at 4, it's the 6A championship as Farmington takes on American Fork over at America First Field in Sandy. Coverage starts at Thursday at 10 a.m. right here on your home for high school sports and the UHSAA championships. KSL Sports Rewind and KSLSports.com. Ready to start the top half of the 5th. Layton still in there to pitch for Brighton. It's been a defensive duel so far. Just the one run that the Red Devils scored in the second inning. That's the only tally we've got so far. As we'll see the 2-3-4 hitters this time around for Springville. Easton Barrett kicks things off. First pitch to him, in there for a strike, going 1. Easton Barrett is 0 for 1 today with a walk. As he hits a hole to one to right. Back is Bemis, and he's able to make the grab. First out here in the 5th. Looked like it might have had the juice to carry out there, right? It's a short porch out there as well. We mentioned only 312 out there to the right foul pole. So now we'll see Junior Lowacki up at the plate. First pitch swinging foul off to the left. 0-1. Lowacki is 1 for 2 today. Fly out to right in the first inning. Single in the third. Making his third appearance today. With the 0-1 pitch. Outside, ball 1. Miles Layton now up to 71 pitches for the Bengals. Has the 1-1 pitch. That one fouled back behind us. Counts 1-2. Should mention that's the first time today that the Red Devils have not been able to get their first batter on base. As Lowacki strikes out. They got 5 strikeouts now for Miles Layton. And there's 2 away now here in the top of the 5th. Next is Reed Deedy, the right fielder. 0 for 2 today. First pitch in there for a strike. Flew out to right in his first at-bat. Struck out swinging in his second. This one's outside. Evens the count at 1-1. Layton ready with the 1-1. That one chopped towards third. Getting a hold on to his Brown. Quickly over to first, so that'll do it for the inning. 1-2-3 go the Red Devils here in the top of the fifth. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth. 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up next for Brighton. Still a 1-0 game. Heading to the bottom half of the fifth. Lots of zeros on the scoreboard here in this pitcher's duel between Miles Layton and Braxton Hughes. A 1-0 game. 5 hits for Spring Hill, 2 for the Bengals so far in this one. Both defensives have shown up to play here in this one. Matt Goma joining you here for our final game tonight. We'll be back here tomorrow at 7 o'clock if necessary. If Springville holds on to this 1-0 lead, we'll be back here again at 7 o'clock tomorrow for a winner-take-all game. That would see the winner move on to the final to take on Maple Mountain. Most of the Golden Eagles right in front of me here in the broadcast booth, just taking in the sights and enjoying the nightcap game. As we've got the 7, 8, 9 hitters up next here for Brighton. Cooper Johnson, the catcher, will start things off. As Hughes' first pitch is outside for ball 1. Cooper Johnson, second plate appearance for him. Grounded out to the first baseman as that almost hit him. It's behind 2-0. Grounded out to the first baseman in the second inning. That one swung on and chopped down the left field line. That's foul. 2-1 now the count. Two 2-1 pitch. Outside for ball 3. And that one hit well towards center. Barrett reaches over, makes the catch out in center for the first out. Bengals have only had 4 base runners in this contest so far through 4 1/3 innings. As we'll see Josh Mawhinney second time today. Grounded out to short in his last time up. That one's in for a strike. 0-1. Hughes quickly back to work. That one just misses outside, evens up the count. Now the 1-1. That one check swing. Glove down by Hughes. He'll throw it over to Tate for out number 2. Able to just get a glove on it. And it's been impressive for Hughes in his defense. Had the 1 base hit given up in the 4th inning. But since the 2nd inning, he has been dominant on the mound. First pitch in for a strike on Cody Smith. Designated hitter flew out to center. His first at bat. Now Hughes with the 0-1. Ripped hard down the line in left, and it's a fair ball. Off the wall it comes. Cody Smith thought about it. Now gets into second with a stand-up double. And that's a big need for the Bengals as they get a runner in scoring position with 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. So we'll go back to the top of the order. Jack Saba, 3rd time up. 0 for 2 today. Ground out and a fly out so far in this one. Hughes checks the runner, and we're going to have brief meeting to talk about it. Mentioned just the 5th base runner for Brighton in this contest. It'll be the 7th double for Cody Smith, by the way, as that's popped up high over second base. Reaching it is Briggs to put it out for the 3rd out of the inning, and it keeps going defensively well for Springville as they retire the side in 4 batters. And we head to the 6th inning. Still a 1-0 game. Springville trying to force an extra game tomorrow. We'll be back with the 6th inning here in just a minute. Back, getting ready to start the top of the 6th. Reminder, we've got a girls lacrosse championship triple header for you on KSLSports.com on Thursday. Starting at 10 a.m., we've got the 5A girls title game between Park City and Olympus, followed by the 6A championship. Features Mountain Ridge and Fremont. That game starts at 1 p.m. Then in the last game of the day, the 4A championship, Bear River looks for their 3rd straight title as they take on the Payson Lions. That'll be at 4 o'clock. You can catch all the action starting at 10 a.m. right here on your home for high school sports and the UHSAA championships, KSL Sports Rewind and KSLSports.com. Ready to start the top of the 6th. First up for the Red Devils is Ashton Tate. Takes a called strike. As Tate chops one to first, easily corralled by Moini. And Moini able to step on first for the 1st out. That'll bring up Mason Delamas. Reach shot an error in the 2nd and grounded out to short. His 2 plate appearances. First pitch swung on and hit to left. Tracking it is Scott, and he's got it for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here early in the 6th. Next up is Caden Tingy. 2 for 2 so far today as he takes a called strike. Singles in the 2nd and 4th innings for Caden. And the 0-1. It's outside ball 1. One pitch into the turf. Counts 2-1. Now Layton. 2-1 pitch is low. Ball 3. 3-1 now the count. 2 away. You're in the top of the 6th. That one high. Ball 4. As Caden Tingy reaches base for the 3rd straight time. This time on the walk. Be the 3rd walk issued by Miles Layton today, and that brings up the 8-hole hitter, Braxton Hughes, the other pitcher. As we get a timeout. Umpire just making sure everything's in order. First pitch, tipped foul into the catcher's mitt, 0-1. Layton set for the 0-1. That one slapped towards second. Over to it is Biesinger. He'll take the force play at first, and that'll do it for the top of the 6th. The defensive battle keeps on going As we head to the bottom of the sixth, still a 1-0 game. Brighton trying to get back in front. We'll see what happens in the bottom of the sixth coming up next. Back for the bottom of the sixth. No runs, no hits, no errors. One left on base for Springville in the top of the sixth. As we head to the bottom of the sixth with the heart of the order upcoming once again for Brighton. It'll be the 2, 3, 4 hitters, led by Case Bemis. As one of the 3 hits for Brighton today. Biesinger Smith. The other 2. As Case Bemis gets ready to go. Brighton trying to get something on the board here. As it's hit high and deep to left, but foul. That'll be over in the parking lot. Got a hold of that one, just ripped it too far left. 0-1 the count. That one popped high in the air, shallow center. Doesn't even make the outfield. Briggs is under it for out number 1. As Braxton Hughes continues to keep working here, he's been efficient. 59 pitches so far, make it 60 as that one's fouled out to the right. 0-1 the count. He hasn't faced more than 4 batters since the first inning. He delivers the 0-1. That one's high, ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. That one fouled off the screen. They get 1-2. Had a couple of issues finding the strike zone in the first inning for Braxton Hughes, but since then he's been great. See, sets for the 1-2. That one popped high in the air, foul territory and right, and unable to get to it in time was Ashton Tate. Stays 1-2. Things haven't clicked so far for Brighton in this one. Got a runner to third. Had runners on the corners in that first inning. That's the closest they've been to scoring in this one. Had Cody Smith with a double back in the last inning. And there's the 1-2. That one chopped at and sent out to right. Didi is there. Tracks it down for out number 2. That'll bring up the 4-hole hitter. This is Brax Biesinger. Mentioned Biesinger's got one of the 3 hits for Brighton tonight. Had a single back in the 4th. Reached also in the 1st on a fielder's choice. And the first pitch to him. Misses for ball 1. Hughes with the 1-0. Does get the corner. 1-1. One for 2 today is Biesinger. Now the 1-1. Swung on and missed strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That one hit hard. What a stop at third base. Junior Lawaki flashing the leather to end the inning. Put that on your Sports Center top 10 as Junior Lawaki flashes the leather at third to end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. 1-0 still the score. What a web gem from Junior Lawaki. Able to keep it a 1-0 game. Robbed Brax Biesinger of his second hit of the game. That probably would have went for, might have gone for extra bases there. At least would have got out to left field. As we reach the final inning of the night. 9-1-2 hitters coming up for Springville, trying to get some insurance runs here before the bottom of the 7th. Again, Springville needs the win to force the if necessary game tomorrow. 7 o'clock back here at UCCU Ballpark. First pitch for Layton. He's in just outside for 1. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Impressive pitching duel here as Layton goes into the 7th inning. 2-0 count here. That one popped high in the air into foul territory. Racing back is Johnson. Almost made the catch. That was right up against the screen. Instead, it's a foul ball. It'll be 2-1 the count. That just stayed in play, but hard to gauge where it's coming off the screen there. As Van Sickle will step back in. 2-1 pitch. Missed it, ball 3. Van Sickle with a walk and grounded out into a double play today. Or excuse me, had the single, then got caught in the double play. That one's in there, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Hit hard out to left. Tracking it, diving, unable to get it was Scott. Extra bases here for Van Sickle. And he'll stand up into second, a double for Easton Van Sickle. And Springville with a runner in scoring position here in the top of the 7th. Scott almost got a glove to it. We almost had back-to-back web jams. Just unable to reach out for it. And now the top of the order back up for Springville. RJ Briggs, 1 for 3 tonight. Looking to get some insurance here for Springville. He'll bunt right to Layton. Takes the easy out at first, 1 away. Runner moves to third. So Briggs advances the runner on the sacrifice. And we'll have a conference here. That might be it for Miles Layton. He's at 93 pitches. Or excuse me, 94 pitches. As Easton Barrett gets set to come up. 0 for 2 with a walk today. Runner on third with just 1 out. Deep fly ball will more than likely score the run. College ballpark here. A little bit deeper than most high school baseball fields around the state of Utah. It's been a fun one so far. Pitchers duel. We've seen offensive explosions all day. In the first 3 games, our first pitchers duel here in this one. Lots of zeros up on the board. Out right center. As Layton will stay in there and he'll go against his number 11 counterpart, Easton Barrett. Mentioned 0 for 2 with a walk today. First pitch just misses outside, ball one. Bengal infield almost near the grass, not allowing anything to get in front of them. As that pitch is in, strike one. Trying to hold that runner at third. Keep it a one-run game. Layton with the 1-1 pitch. That one chopped down the line at first. Foul. Counts 1-2. One ball, two strikes. The pitch. That one hit hard out to left and carrying Scott back at the warning track. That should be enough to bring home the run. As coming in Van Sickle, sacrifice fly makes it 2-0. Barrett almost hit it out of the ballpark, got it to the warning track. Scott there to make the catch. Good throw from all the way out there. Got it past the pitcher's mound as they're going to intentionally walk Lowacki here to bring up Reed Dede. With 2 gone here in the top of the 7th. 2-0 now the score. The 2 runs for Springville in this game, a squeeze play bunt and a sacrifice fly to left. First pitch to Dede swung through for strike one. Lowacki over at first. Now the pitch, just outside, 1-1. Reed 0 for 3 today. Looking for his first hit. Keep the inning alive, 2 outs here. And the runner on first. 1-1. Runner goes. Lowacki gets there in time. Almost tried to go for the hidden ball trick, but Lowacki with the stolen base. As 2-1 count here for Dede. Red Devils trying to extend the lead here. The 2-1 swung on and missed for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with a runner on second. In a 2-0 ball game as Layton walks Lowacki back over to second. Now the 2-2. That one hit foul. Out of play. Stays 2-2. Two-two pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. As Layton gets out of it. Gives up the 1 run on the sacrifice fly, so it'll be down to the bottom of the 7th. Springville 3 outs away from forcing an if necessary game tomorrow, or do the Bengals have a comeback? We'll find out in the bottom of the 7th, coming up next. Back here at UCCU Ballpark, getting ready for the bottom of the 7th. Last chance here for Brighton to punch their ticket to the championship series. If not, it'll be an if necessary game tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, back here at UCCU Ballpark. We'll have the game for you here on KSLSports.com. We've seen late comebacks in the last 2 games. Springville, one of them. As we'll see The 5, 6, 7 hitters. Cooper Scott leading things off. He's 0 for 2. Would love to get a hit here. First pitch. Outside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch from Hughes. That one hit hard to second. Playing deep. And over to first, not in time. Great hustle from Cooper Scott. Able to just beat out the throw. As Tingy was playing all the way out in shallow right for that ball. Unable to get it there just in time. A bang-bang play. It'll be an infield single for Scott. And the tying run comes to the plate. And it's Easton Fry, the power hitter. 5 home runs on the season. Represents the tying run. Pitch up high for ball 1. Easton Fry 0 for 2 with a strikeout tonight. That pitch is outside, ball 2. Runner on first for the Bengals. 2-0 count. Hughes ready. Gives the nod. Now throws inside and just missed the corner. 3-0. You would think he's got the green light in this situation with a 3-0 count. We'll see. 3-0 pitch is in there for a called strike. Runner on first, 3-1 count, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. Bengals need 2 or 3 to end this one. The 3-1, outside, ball 4. And the winning run comes to the plate. Out comes Coach Briggs for Springville. As we'll have a chat, 2 runners on for Brighton. The tying run now at first base. The winning run comes to the plate in the form of Cooper Johnson. First time that the Bengals have had multiple runners on since the first inning. Brighton trying to punch their ticket to the championship round. Springville trying to live to fight another day. Johnson up to the plate, 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out for him today. As Hughes wants to talk about it with Delamas. As the pressure continues to build, season on the line here. It's win or go home the rest of the way for Springville. As Hughes gets ready. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Tate was coming in almost halfway to the plate, trying to protect for that bunt opportunity. Bengals still need 2 runs to tie. Ready for the 1-0 pitch. That one misses outside, ball 2. Ready for the 2-0 pitch. That one in the dirt. Delamas able to get to it. Runners stay put, but it's a 3-0 count now. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0 pitch in there for strike 1. Now the 3-1. Hit towards third. Milwaukee can't get to it. Rounding third and holding is Cooper Scott, and now the bases are loaded for the Bengals. Single to left for Cooper Johnson. And now the tying runs at second. Winning runs at first. And that'll probably be it for Braxton Hughes. A great performance tonight. He was magnificent through the first 6 innings. Now with the bases loaded, we'll see if he can close it out here. Still nobody out. It's going to be Josh Mawini up next to bat for Brighton. We're going to have a conference at the pitcher's mound. All 3 of the umpires have a chat with the rest of the Springville defense. Bright Boone getting ready to come over the top of the mountains. As that'll do it for Braxton Hughes. He was tremendous through 6 innings. A standing ovation as he leaves. Was fantastic through 6 innings. But leaves the bases loaded. We'll have a new pitcher for the Red Devils coming up. We'll step aside and tell you who it is in just 1 minute. There's the moon rising over the Wasatch Front down here in Utah County. Big shout out to Vince. Been my partner in crime all day here, bringing you all the coverage here from the 5A tournament. Of course, Vince has been working on multiple streams over there, making sure everything gets where it needs to be, bringing you all the high school coverage. It's been a fun one, not just here, but all across the Wasatch Front. Baseball going on over at BYU. We had softball going on at multiple locations. Lacrosse over at Westminster. And all the action here at UCCU Ballpark. It's going to be number 1, Q Red, that will take over the responsibilities for Springville. He had relief duty earlier today. 1 1/3 innings pitch, allowed 1 hit and 1 strikeout earlier today. Big pressure situation here though. Bases loaded, nobody out. Tying run at second, winning runs at first. Josh Mawini at the plate. He's 0 for 2. First pitch is in there for strike 1. If the Bengals walk it off, they'll be in the title game for the first time in 27 years. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Red settles. The 0-2 is outside, ball 1. Try to get him to chase that ball on the outside corner. 1-2 now the count. Red Devils try to get out of the jam and force an if necessary game. Time called, and they call the balk on Springville, so the runner comes home. All the runners advance, and now it's 2-1 as the winning run moves up to second. Still a 1-2 count. As they throw into the dirt, 2-2. The tension high here in Orem, Utah. 2 men on, nobody out. 2-2 pitch. Swung on! Deep to left! Is it fair? It's a foul ball! That went over the berm and left, but just went foul. That would have ended it. Instead, we play on. My goodness, that came so close to ending this ball game. Reset, 2-2 pitch. Strike three! First out of the inning for Springville as Red gets a huge out. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Cody Smith. Had a double his last time up. 1 for 2 today. Tied run at third, winning run at second. First pitch is high, ball one. Ready where the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike one. One ball, one strike, one out. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball two. Two balls, one strike. The pitch. Swung on, strike two. Two balls, two strikes. Cody Smith at the plate, 2-2 pitch upcoming. Here's Red. That one, chop foul. Stays alive, 2-2. Springville 2 outs away from a date with Brighton tomorrow. The Bengals potentially one swing of the bat from the 5A finals. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts for Red. And the Bengals are down to their final out. Top of the order, Jack Saba comes back up. 0 for 3 tonight. 12 pitches, 2 strikeouts for Hugh Red. Trying to get the Springville Red Devils out of here and into tomorrow. First pitch. Swung on, deep to left. Is it gone? It is! Walking off! Jack Saba! And the Bengals are moving on to the title game! Fifth home run of the season for Jack Saba, second in the bracket play, and he won't hit a bigger one than that as he sends the Bengals for the first time in 27 years. They are heading to the 5A championship finals. What a finish to cap things off on day 3 of the tournament. Jack Saba hits it deep to left and out of here to walk it off a 3-run shot. And the final score, Brighton 4 and Springville 2. Brighton wins bracket 1. As they move on to the championship series, it'll be a best of 3 between the top 2 seeds in 5A, the first time ever in the RPI era that the top 2 seeds advance to the championship round. It's the first time ever the 1 seeds ever made it to the championship round in the RPI era. It's going to be a fun one between 2 high-powered offenses on Friday.
Hey, throw a D in there. Hey, D. Hey, D. Okay.
So taking a look at the bracket, game 1 will be back here in Orem on Friday. First pitch at 4 o'clock here on KSLSports.com. Game 2 will be Saturday morning at 11. Back here at the ballpark. Game 3, if necessary, is at 4:30 on Saturday. What a finish to the night. Here in Orem, Utah, the Bengals put up 4 in the bottom of the 7th and walk it off on Jack Saba's 5th home run of the season. And the Bengals will meet the Golden Eagles for a best of 3 series starting on Friday. That's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us for the broadcast. For Vince to my left, I'm Matt Coma signing off. 4-2 the final. Brighton moves on to the 5A title series. You've been watching the 2024 UHSAA 5A State Baseball Tournament on KSLSports.com. We will see you on Friday for Game 1 of the Championship Series.